You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Nigeria is in a state of jeopardy. Now, Pastor Adeboye is coming out saying, he said, my conversation with my friend over constant borrowing, Nigerian debt has, increased to 55 trillion naira as at today, coming from Pastor E.A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG. Pastor E.A. Adeboye has revealed his conversation with his former schoolmate when he heard that Nigeria's total debt has jumped to 55 trillion naira. Adeboye, who spoke during a sermon at an interdenominational church service held in Abuja yesterday to mark Nigeria's 61st independence anniversary and the 45th anniversary of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN). He said he was shocked when he heard that President BuhaRi recently requested the approval of lawmakers for more external loan. Speaking on the necessity of thanking God always, the renowned pastor said it was good to be optimistic that all will be well again. He said, I have a friend that we schooled about the same time and we were also born at about the same time. He is always optimistic about everything. When we heard that Nigeria was owing 55 trillion naira, he said, praise the Lord. And when I looked at him with a question on my face, he quickly said, those who are praying for one Nigeria are many, and that the creditors know that if the country does not survive, they won't be able to get their money back. And you see the irony of this whole thing. That's why they do not want a breakup. But notwithstanding, even if the debtors would not want a breakup for Nigeria, as it is, the northern people also didn't want breakup, just because they will lose a whole lot. And the debt, as it is, BuhaRi will incur so many debts. And because he's the leader, he's the one, signing all the debts, him and his cohort and his family members will pay up for the debt if Nigeria breaks up. So for you to know where they stand now, there are two things involved. Well, according to Pastor E. Adeboye, said, when we later heard that the interest Nigeria has to pay on debt is 98% of our total income, and that even the Senate has approved that we should borrow more, he said, glory be to God. I said, how would you say glory be to God? He said, when what you owe is more than what you can pay, the creditors have a choice. It is either they forgive you your debts or you go ahead and declare bankruptcy. They get angry and then they come and seize the most valuable things you have. Definitely they will take over Nigeria. That's just it. If your interest is 98%, how do you pay back? You are owing a whole lot. Okay, 98%, 2% left for Nigeria. Nigeria is doomed. So if you are telling us they will declare bankruptcy, what are they supposed to do now? With that 2% left for Nigeria, we are already bankrupt. Nigeria is already bankrupt, no matter how you want to paint it. There are some that are hiding what's under their tongue, that they may not want to say the truth. As it is, Pastor Adeboye would not want to say the truth because he is one of those that even voted BuhaRi in as the president. But as it is, they are all covering their eyes in shame. Forget Pastor Adeboye being a pastor or a prophet of God. He's a physical human being. When it comes to spiritual issues, yes, I will give him the credit, but this is physical issues. So everybody needs to have a plan B, the same way Pastor Adefarasin has just said we should rather have a plan B, and this is what he meant by having a plan B, because as it is, the president and his cohorts have rendered the Nigerian state, Nigerian country, the Republic of Nigeria useless and not relevant again in the secular world. Well, they will also get angry over this. Well, according to him, he said that the most precious thing the debtors can seize in this country is the Sh0ck. When I said Sh0ck, What is there to thank God for in that? He said, have you not been listening to the news that the president said he would love to visit Daura every 2 weeks? Okay, I said it. If they have collected Sh0ck, what is there? Nigeria is gone, and that's just the only thing. That's a collateral. Then if they get hold of Sh0ck, the natural resources will be reformed and every other thing. They will rule Nigeria for a little while and hand over Nigeria back. In a nutshell, if they rule Nigeria for just 6 months, I mean the whites that are borrowing us money, if they rule Nigeria for 6 months, they will get their money back. And Nigeria will be a greater place to stay because the debt we say we owe is in the hands of these politicians, the hands of the senators, and the hands of the so-called presidents. So they all know where those money they are borrowing are going into. So Nigeria still have money. If they hold them accountable to this borrowing, they will release all those money in a twinkling of an eye. I even said 6 months. In less than 1 month, the debt will be paid in full, and the interest even will remain to be shared among Nigerians. So what are we now saying? Well, so he told me to my face. Adeboye said, according to his friend, telling him, to his face, and says if they seize Sh0ck, yes, BuhaRi's request would be granted. He won't have to be visiting Daura every 2 weeks. He will just move the seat of power to Daura, his hometown. Then he will be ruling from home. Well, the Daily Post reports that amid outcries from Nigerians over his constant borrowing, President BuhaRi a few days ago sought the National Assembly's approval of another 4.054 billion dollar, and is equivalent to 710 million euro loan. The move triggered backlash from Nigerians as some attacked the president, accusing him of intending to sell the country. Recall that former President Sh0ck, while reacting to the move for fresh loan, berated BuhaRi, saying that borrowing to accumulate debt for the next generation is criminal. Yes, it's a criminal offense. Well, according to some airlights, says borrowing money is not a problem, but using that money for what you have borrowed it for is another thing. You said you borrow money for infrastructure. The only infrastructure or infrastructural project we could see is just the rail line and you led to Niger Republic. What of economic benefit is giving us a railway down to Niger Republic? What revenue would they generate for Nigerians? Instead, they are arguing about the value added tax that the so-called state in the southern country are giving to the federal government. That's what they rely on. The oil itself have been so clamped upon that they would never allow those that are that have the hereditary to the oil even benefit from it. I mean, either the Bayelsa or the Niger Delta, the South, or the Nigeria at large. Instead, they share the money amongst themselves. That's why Nigerians are very curious about this so-called borrowing. Well, from the little comments I'm going to share with you guys now is according to what this person says about. He says, when men of God are not bold to say it the way it is, it becomes worrisome. What are you trying to say? That Adeboye only danced around the subject matter without having the boldness to admonish the government for mortgaging the future of Nigerians yet unborn because he has vested interest in the shape of Osinbajo. Yes, in a nutshell, and to conclude, in conclusion, I would say Adeboye is indirectly, chastising the government and chastising BuhaRi by saying, my friend said, this is what my friend said. Well, I would like to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening.